Two Rivers Talks is brought to you by Two Rivers Biz Starts. Also by Two Rivers Main Street. And by Raleigh Point Economic Advising. And by viewers like you. Thank you.
So welcome to Two Rivers Talks with Darla and Todd. Say hi, Todd.
Hi, Todd.
Your connection to all things Two Rivers. If you're from Two Rivers, or you used to be from Two Rivers, or you would like to live in Two Rivers, this is the show for you, because we'll be talking today about current events and community happenings. And we hope you enjoy our new segment called How's It Hanging? And that will be after our little chit chat here. And before we have on Mr. Roger Russove, who is the director of Two Rivers Main Street. So we hope you enjoy yourself today.
Yep.
So Todd, shall I take it away with word of the day?
I wish you would, Darla.
Today's word of the day is esculent, which means suitable for use as food, i.e. edible. It's spelled E-S-C-U-L-E-N-T, esculent.
It's kind of the opposite of succulent. Esculent.
It's succulently esculent. I just got my tongue all tied. Okay.
Yep.
For an example, compared to the other mouth-watering apples, the one with the worm's head poking out of it was not esculent.
I would say not.
So
Not esculent.
not
Right,
esculent at all.
Oh, that's a good one. Esculent. E-S-C-U-L-E-N-T.
Right.
Esculent. Very good. Well, what's going on in the news today?
Why don't you start us off?
I would be glad to. This first piece is a headline that Farm, Wisconsin has been selected by Time for Kids, Time magazine,
Right.
as one of the world's 50 coolest places. Patty Lane, Farm, Wisconsin's executive director, said of this certainly validates the founder's original idea, and we're keeping that cool factor in mind as we plan future programs and attractions.
Right.
Have you been down to the farm in Wisconsin?
No, I've had a couple opportunities, but something has always come up, and I have not yet been down there. But I just think I was surprised when I saw this as considered one of the 50, or it was named one of the 50 coolest places for children.
That's really terrific.
But from what I've heard, have you been there?
I have not.
Okay.
Like you, I've had a couple of near misses, but
Okay.
haven't had a chance to get down there yet.
Well, this summer.
This summer. Maybe we'll be invited for an on-site. Hey guys.
We should give them a call.
Yeah.
A local restaurant is giving back. Challah Had, which is over in Manitowoc, has been donating 10% of their sales of whatever specialty pizza they have on the menu throughout the month of December to a local charity. For the month of December, the charity has been the Lighthouse Recovery Community Center, and we interviewed Chrisma Rush, who's the executive director of the Lighthouse Recovery Center, and actually I'd like to have her back.
That would be great. Yeah.
But anyway, owner Shannon Hallahan said that the Lighthouse Recovery Community Center is a great place. They are helping so many people, and we really wanted them to be the first charity that we gave to. By the way, Challah celebrated its 1-year anniversary on December 13th. So congratulations to Challah.
Congratulations. Yeah, they're a great place. In fact, I've been there a couple of times and had some really incredible meals there. They do all locally sourced ingredients, which support local farmers and area chefs and things like that. So I think they do really great work. So that's very nice to hear that they're doing that charitable giving.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Next up, Walmart pulls Christmas sweaters. It sounds like something out of like a modern Christmas carol.
Yeah.
So Walmart apparently removed a couple of pieces of holiday merchandise from its Canadian website after customers took offense to a line of risque Christmas clothing and issued an apology over a sweater offered by a third-party seller that featured an image of a bug-eyed Santa Claus seated in front of 3 white lines that appeared to be cocaine. And the sweater's tagline, this is even worse, let it snow.
Yeah.
So let it be said, Two Rivers Talks does not promote the cavalier use of drugs or recreational use of drugs for that matter. Very interesting. Wow. So the product description read, "We all know how snow works. It's white, powdery, and the best snow comes straight from South America." That's bad news for jolly old St. Nick, who lives far away in the North Pole. That's why Santa really likes to savor the moment when he gets his hands on some quality grade A Colombian snow. This was literally on the tag?
Yes, and I saw, people had saved, like, they'd done like screenshots of this. And I saw them. It was for real. It was hysterical.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
The other items, wait, there's more. The other items that were removed depicted Mr. and Mrs. Claus in compromising positions and pantsless Santa roasting his chestnuts atop a burning fireplace. This is definitely not kid friendly. Okay. On another caption, there was a caption that says, "Santa has been naughty." A lingerie-clad Mrs. Claus was depicted holding a whip and preparing to unleash a little discipline. Okay.
Now do you see why I wanted you to read that?
I understand.
Just to make your day.
You just wanted to kind of turn me red. Okay.
Yeah, it worked. Senator Andre Jacque earns the Wisconsin District Attorneys Association Legislator of the Year Award.
Hey, very nice.
I thought this was really nice. Senator Jacque, who we've had on here before,
was a great guest. Yeah.
That was a great interview. He was the sole recipient of the award in recognition for his work with prosecutors statewide on public safety and criminal justice reforms. These reforms include his work to secure an investment in the state budget to support victims' rights, and we had talked to him about that. Retain experienced prosecutors and add additional prosecutors in counties that were the most understaffed, including 4 of the 6 counties in the 1st State Senate District.
Very nice.
So congratulations to Andre.
Congratulations. Another nice piece of news, LTC has been named as a finalist for the Elite Bellwether Award. This is an annual award. It recognizes leading institutions of higher education having outstanding innovative programs and practices in community college education. It's considered to be one of the most prestigious awards that's given to community colleges. So LTC is the only college in Wisconsin named as a finalist for the award. This is huge for them. And Bellwether Awards generally are given in 3 categories to colleges with cutting edge or trend-setting programs or practices other colleges around the nation could find worth mimicking. LTC is a finalist in the workforce development category for College Here and Now, which is a new program that provides high school students with the opportunity to earn their associate's degree without leaving high school.
Isn't that awesome?
That's a great program.
Yeah. I just thought that was very cool. And actually, I think this is their 2nd year winning this award, if I remember correctly.
Well, we're gonna have to watch them going forward. And,
they are a real addition to our community, and they are cutting edge, and they really are looking out for the residents in this area.
Yeah, would be
We're
really
very
nice.
fortunate to have them.
Yeah, it'd be really nice to get maybe somebody on the show to talk about that at some point.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, I have a segment in here. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Okay.
All right, and I'm just going to read these off fairly quickly, but when I'm done reading these, you have to tell me which one is your favorite. Okay.
Okay.
So.
Does it have to be one of these?
No, it doesn't. But actually, let's go back and forth on the titles.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
So, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase.
That is awesome. Yep. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the 1964 Christmas stop-motion animated television special with Burl Ives. I really did like that one. That was fun.
I love that one. White Christmas with Bing Crosby, Danny Kaye, and Rosemary Clooney.
Seen it. It's great. Yep. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, 1966 animated television special narrated by Boris Karloff.
Right.
Who could forget You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch?
Exactly.
Yes.
And I love that one. Now, there's also How the Grinch Stole Christmas live action movie with Jim Carrey.
I've never gone out of my way to see that.
Oh, it's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
I'll maybe check it out this year.
You should.
Okay. Miracle on 34th Street with Natalie Wood.
Elf with Will Ferrell and Bob Newhart.
Okay. A Christmas Story starring a Red Ryder BB gun that really is the perfect Christmas gift.
Right.
You'll shoot your eye out.
That's right. Oh, one thing that movie taught me is do not lick flagpoles during winter.
Bad idea, especially not on a triple dog dare. Right.
Yeah. Frosty the Snowman, narrated by Jimmy Durante.
Yeah, I remember watching that. 1965, A Charlie Brown Christmas Carol. That was actually originally paid for by Coca-Cola.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there was a sign that Linus slides into off of the ice pond. There was a Coca-Cola sign. It gets edited out of every one of the episodes.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh, well that would have been kind of cool. Well, what about the 1951's A Christmas Carol with Alastair Sim as the old bitter miser Ebenezer Scrooge?
Not my favorite Christmas Carol by a long shot.
Okay.
There's the musical Scrooge, the musical one with oh man, he's a British actor. It's escaping me at the moment. Oh man, it'll come to me later.
Okay.
Anyways, but yeah, that's or A Muppet Christmas Carol. That's
okay.
That's definitely my favorite.
Oh, okay. Out of those, okay.
Yeah.
Now, what about Frank Capra's "It's a Wonderful Life" with Jimmy Stewart and Donna Reed?
Yeah. I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan?
Not a fan of A Wonderful Life. It's kind of sappy,
It is. I got a little burnt out on it because I saw it so many times.
Yeah.
What about Santa Claus is Coming to Town, starring Fred Astaire?
You can't hate on that.
Right.
That's an awesome one.
And Fred Astaire was the narrator, S.D. Kluger. It also had Mickey Rooney.
Yeah.
And he was
Santa.
Kris Kringle,
Yeah,
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And then Keenan Wynn was the Winter Warlock.
I love the Winter Warlock. Call me Winter, please.
Yeah. So,
my favorite?
out of all of those, what would you say is probably you lean towards more than the others?
Out of these, and I've got one that's not on this list.
Oh, what's that?
It's called It Happened on Fifth Avenue.
I've never heard of it.
It's a little known black and white film, kind of of the era of It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
But it's a really sweet Christmas story.
I'll have to check it out.
We watch it every year.
Really?
Without fail, yeah.
I've never heard of it.
It's really sweet. It's about sort of this kind of a hobo drifter guy who goes every year into this really rich guy's house while the rich guy's away,
Okay.
and basically lives like a king and
Oh, really?
And ends up taking in a whole bunch of people.
Okay.
Because he's soft-hearted, and it's really sweet.
I definitely am going to check that out.
Mhm.
Well, I think for me, it's a toss-up between Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer
Always good.
and Frosty the Snowman.
Okay. For me,
So-
Santa Claus is Coming to Town really would be the one on here. I love this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
All right.
Let's talk about the city. What's going on in the city, Todd?
Let's do that. Well, I'm pleased to say that the Two Rivers City Council continues to meet relentlessly, which is a good thing. They meet on next on Monday, January the 6th at 6 o'clock at the council chambers, 3rd floor of City Hall. If you haven't been up there, you should go up and check it out. And as usual, the agenda will be posted online.
Right. And here's a big bit of news. Police Chief Joe Collins is set to retire in February of 2020. It was announced at a meeting held on December 18th. The meeting was for the city's Police and Fire Commission, who accepted his retirement to be effective February the 7th. The PFC also voted unanimously to promote Assistant Chief Brian Kohlmeyer, a 29-year veteran of the department, to be Two Rivers' new chief of police. So a huge thank you to Chief Collins for your service,
Yes.
and a huge congratulations to Brian Kohlmeyer as he ascends into the chief position. Very proud of both of you.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for all your service, Chief Collins, and looking forward to working with you, new Chief Colmer.
Right.
In other news, there's a job opening for a parks lead worker, city forester. The City of Two Rivers is seeking qualified persons to fill a role in the Parks and Recreation Department. The position will report to the Parks Maintenance Supervisor and the Parks and Recreation Director.
Right. City of Two Rivers Christmas Tree Collection. A free Christmas tree collection will be provided to City of Two Rivers residents during the week of January 6th through January 10th of 2020. Christmas trees must be placed at the curbside and will be picked up on the same day as your regular garbage and recycling collection. During that week, Christmas trees may also be dropped off at the Public Works Garage at 1415 Lake Street between the hours of 7 a.m. and 3 p.m.
It's convenient. And then finally, Mariners Trail calendar of interest to locals and travelers alike. The Mariners Trail is as you may know if you live around here, 6-mile paved stretch of property that goes along Lake Michigan, linking Manitowoc and Two Rivers, and has been around for about 10 years. Judy Corrado, a member of the board of directors, has said that the new Mariners Trail calendar for 2020 is one of the best things they have going to support the local community. Many of the winners of this calendar, I guess they're people that submitted photos.
Yeah.
Are Manitowoc, Two Rivers people. They're locals. But they've also had people from out of town enter the photo contest and win. One man was from Italy, actually. He got a picture in their calendar. All the money that's raised through the calendar sales goes to support the beautifully maintained flower beds that you see all up and down the trail. Not, of course, at this time of year,
Right.
But in the spring. And then the calendars also make terrific gifts. They're on sale right now at a number of locations, including Schrader's Department Store, the Medicine Shop, and the Lighthouse Inn.
Right. And
So the BizStarts program is going to be kicking off again in 2020, and we are going to be having our regular monthly meetings on the fourth Wednesday of each month at the Leicester Public Library, 6 in the evening. We usually have like coffee and donuts or something there, maybe pizza from time to time. But anyways, the program that we're kicking off with in our January meeting is going to be goal setting for 2020.
okay.
So if you're a business owner or you're starting a new business, it's important that you set SMART goals for yourself.
Okay.
And by SMART, that's an acronym, right? Specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time bound.
Okay.
So we'll talk a little bit about that at the meeting and give you some ideas. The idea of coming and sharing your goals there is so that we're accountable to each other through the year and talk about how we're following up and what we're doing to be successful.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
I hope it is.
Your ideas are typically glorious, so I'm not really
Wow.
too worried.
The check's in the mail, Darla.
Yeah, okay, good. All right, it is Christmas and I'm running low on funds. Now, as far as events going on at Leicester Public Library, the Senior Center and Parks and Rec, visit explore2rivers.com and you'll be able to see what events are coming up and the days and the times that these events will be happening.
Absolutely. All right. Then I
So-
guess we're going to be on to our next
Right,
adventure here.
absolutely. So everybody
yeah.
should just don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with How's It Hanging.
How's it hanging? One little jingle to go along with that. Yeah.
I can come up with
How's
something.
it hanging?
I'll get Jack involved.
Get Jack involved.
Anyway,
Okay.
we'll be right back.
Welcome everybody to Main Street Minute with our good friend, the director of the Two Rivers Main Street program, Mr. Roger Russove. Welcome, Roger. Good to see you again.
Great to see you too.
And happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas. And
Happy New Year
Happy
and all that
New Year.
fun
Yes.
stuff. Here we are. The holidays are upon us.
Unreal.
Yes.
Yeah. Are
Yes.
you done with all your Christmas shopping?
Hey, shockingly enough, yes.
Wow. I'm impressed.
I'm shocked, to be honest. But
Yeah.
we have wrapping to do at home, but that'll be
Sure.
a good Sunday project.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we're eager to hear the latest about what's going on with Main Street in this holiday season.
Well, let's stay in that holiday theme right now. I've talked on a couple of past shows about the Christmas decoration and Christmas lighting projects in downtown Two Rivers, and phase 2 of that is now complete. The banners that were designed by Stephanie and David Carpenter and funded by our donations into the Christmas Decoration Committee are now up. As of Friday, December 21st, all of the banners are up on Washington Street, which I think they look great. I'm looking forward to seeing them on a sunny day during the day when there's a little more sunlight on them, but I think they look really nice, and I think that the combination of that and the wreaths and garlands and bows have really made downtown Two Rivers look festive for the first time in a long time.
Absolutely. And it's very sophisticated too. I mean, it is just gorgeous. And those banners are fantastic. So if you have an opportunity, drive up and down our main street here in the heart of beautiful Two Rivers and enjoy the banners and the wreaths and the garland because they're great.
Yeah, I think the committee did a great job on choices, and it's different than what you see in a lot of communities, and I think it looks wonderful. I'm biased, of course, because I was on the committee, but
Understandably so.
You did a great job.
Right.
and along with thanking Stephanie and David for their work on designing the banners, I should mention again, the committee did a great job on this, and there were a lot of hours put in, and I know Greg has mentioned this more than once too, but thank you to all the committee members, and thank you to everybody who donated toward this project. It really has transformed downtown Two Rivers during the holidays. So thank you again for your donations, and we look forward to moving ahead with phases 3 and 4 of this project next year.
Because there's more, right?
Yep. But wait, there's more, as you see on the infomercial.
That's right. That's awesome, man. Well, yeah. So we'll definitely get out and check out the decorations.
Mhm.
Then what else is happening?
Well, we've just started planning for the 20th anniversary Cool City Classic Car Show and Cruise.
20 years.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. And the cruise isn't 20 years old, but the show is. And the dates for anybody who wants to jot these down already will be June 26th and 27th of 2020. Excited to announce a few things. The first one is that after a 1-year hiatus due to a scheduling issue, the newly crowned Miss Wisconsin will be back at the Cruise and Show in June.
Very
We had
nice.
done that for a number of years, and then there was an issue dealing with her booking agent, and we missed that last year, which was kind of unfortunate because I think it's a neat thing to have. Also want to announce, for those of you that are familiar with it, there is a radio program that originates in Milwaukee called Wisconsin Hot Rod Radio, and the two gentlemen who host that show will be at our Cruise and Show this coming summer.
So cool. Nice.
They do car shows around the state. Like I said, they have a weekly radio show in Milwaukee that's also available online called Wisconsin Hot Rod Radio. They'll be here. They'll be playing music for the show. They'll be assisting in the trophy presentations, and I think they'll be a neat addition to the show. On top of that, they will be promoting their appearance here at the show and promoting the Cool City Classic. Prior to that, they also hand out thousands of copies of a car show guide booklet at earlier events in the year, starting in March at the Milwaukee Car Show, and we will have a page in that book promoting our event. The Milwaukee area is in a place where we've done a lot of marketing for the car show in the past, so we're looking forward to getting new some new wheels here for the event.
That could be a big boost.
It could,
Yeah.
it could, and we had record registrations for the show on that Saturday last year.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see, and that was another topic of discussion, was where do we fit more cars to
Right.
get them here?
Yeah.
But I think we've got that pretty well worked out, and I've had discussions with the police department, and I think we're going to be in good shape for that this coming year.
Great.
So cool.
And I'd also like to do a shameless plug for the business that will be sponsoring our title sponsor of the car show this year will be Ball Auto and Truck Parts here in Two Rivers, the local Napa Auto Parts store, owned by a gentleman that owns this one and the one in Algoma, Brad Bozer. And he was involved with the show for a while, a few years back, and then got a little too absorbed in business, and he owned a couple of stores over in the valley on top of the two he owns along the lake. He has since sold the ones in the valley because he likes Lake Michigan and he wants to stay close to Lake Michigan, and so he's back more involved. He was at the meeting last night and made a commitment to be the title sponsor for the event. We're looking forward to that. And that's for Main Street. That's really the kickoff event of the summer.
Right.
I mean, the major event. We have a wine walk earlier than that, but that's when summer really gets going around here, because a lot of times that's when summer really gets here.
Right.
Right.
And the fact that it's a 20th anniversary, we're going to continue working on more ideas to make it really something special for the area.
Awesome.
So nice. Yeah. So car show, the Christmas decorations are up. What else is going on for you right now?
Well, our business growth committee has been working on a project for a few months now that isn't 100% ready yet, but we're excited to talk about a little bit because it's something new and different for Two Rivers and for the area. I think we're working on a grant program to help people that want to start or open new businesses in Two Rivers, and both Todd and Darla are gracious enough to serve on this committee, so they've been through some of the discussion process on it, and we've had some interesting discussion. But I think it's going to be a program that will help that new business owner who needs just that little bit of help to get going, and that's really what the program is designed for, is to help them financially to start a business, but there's expectations on them too. I mean, we're going to expect they'll be assigned a mentor. We're going to expect them to work with that mentor throughout the process, and it'll be somebody who's had that experience starting a business. Counting on BizStarts here in Two Rivers to be a good funnel for that process. We're also going to have a volunteer expectation with Main Street for that new business owner. Mm-hmm. Which I think will be good for them because it'll allow them to meet other business owners in the community.
Absolutely.
And it'll also help them understand how important volunteerism is to Two Rivers and to Main Street also.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think especially in our community, the whole sense of being involved and being a business owner, they go hand in hand. I don't think you can be a business owner in this community and not really being super successful and connect, with the people that live here.
And your comment about being successful, I think, is what hits the nail right on the head, because I think knowing other business owners, being able to share experiences with them, understanding what they do and have them understanding what you do in your business, so you can refer customers to each other, I think is vitally important in a community this size.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, we'll stay tuned to hear more about it. We're hoping we hear about it here first. Give us the exclusive, Roger. But seriously, I think it's really great to hear about just more ways that the Main Street program is supporting people in the community. So thank you for all the efforts that you're making, you and everybody involved with it.
Thank the two of you for volunteering and rolling up your sleeves and getting into this and trying to get into the meat of it and figure out how to make it work, because it's new for us.
Right. No, it's going to be a great program. It's going to be a fantastic program, and that was a light bulb went on. It really did, and I'm pretty excited about it. So.
Yeah, we look forward to using it to focus on filling. Not that we have a lot of empty storefronts downtown, but we have some. And the ongoing goal should be to keep them full all the time. And
that's right.
That hopefully this program is going to be another tool that we have to enable us to do that.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And happy holidays.
Yes. Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Same to you. Yes. Happy New Year. And then winter's here, isn't it?
We won't talk about that.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I ignore it.
All right.
Okay, well, folks, this has been the Main Street Minute. We're so glad you could join us, and we'll be back maybe
We'll see.
sometime. At some point we'll be back. Metaphorically, we're always with you. I'm just gonna say goodbye now.
See you on the streets, Two Rivers.
See you on the streets.